You're listening to The Long Night, 108.8 FM, the WRKM station out of the Northern Bones.
As Thanksgiving comes close, we always think about our families. The ones we'll see, the ones we'll have dinner with, the ones we will more than likely argue politics about for the remainder of the evening as everyone gets drunker and drunker. But there's also a moment where you remember the ones that have passed. And we always focus on the human beings that have passed, but never our pets. And the pets are a source of love, happiness, and continuity in families, I find. So tonight, I thought it'd be great to share this particular phone conversation for this week, seeing as Thanksgiving's right around the corner. I talked to my friend Harrison about a ghost story he has that wasn't necessarily about his pet, really the pet of his friends, but something that has to be the most adorable haunting I have ever heard. I'm Rafael Martinez, and there is a darkness across America.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my guy, Harrison. He reached out to us about a story of a strange occurrence on a road trip. It was enough to get me to make the call. I'm very easily baited when it comes to strange occurrences, and I have a feeling this one's going to be good. So, Harrison, please introduce yourself to everybody and say a little bit about yourself.
What's up? I'm Harry, and I had an experience on a road trip where I was visited by the spirit of a ghost cat. I swear to God, this happened. And I have no proper way of explaining it. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
So what happened exactly?
So this happened to me when I was living in the state of Arkansas. I was a lot younger, and I was really good friends with this guy on SoundCloud who lived in Boston. And so we talked to each other for a couple years or whatever. And then at some point I'm like, hey, what if I came up to Boston and we hung out? And he was like, totally, that'd be awesome. So I drove 30 hours to Boston to see him, right? It was just like bodied the trip all the way, drove the whole thing. It was crazy. So I get there, and this is my friend Aiden. We're still great friends. Love the guy to death. It's my friend Aiden and his girlfriend Zoe, who I also love to death. We still hang out to this day. And so I go to their crib, and I'm like, hey guys, I just totally drove for 30 hours straight. It's really great to meet you, but I just need to go like straight to bed. And they're like, yeah, totally. That makes sense. And we made a cot downstairs for you in the basement. So I go downstairs in the basement and I just like knock out, right? Conked. Crazy.
I can imagine.
Literally deepest sleep ever.
It's a 30-hour ride. I can imagine. You were exhausted, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely the nuttiest drive I've ever, probably one of the nuttier drives in just objective human capacity. I don't know. I'm sure truck drivers can drive like insane amounts of days straight. Sure, like probably, I don't know. But that was absolutely insane for me. Like I think we stopped for gas like 3-4 times, and like I think maybe more than that. I don't know. I really can't remember. And then some like fucking Dunkin' Donuts on the way up, but like very few times, like we're just rolling off gas station coffees all the way. It's crazy. Longest drive. And so I get there. I'm like ready to hit it. Go downstairs. I see there's this cot. I'm like, thank the Lord. We're about to absolutely experience deep rest. So I'm falling asleep. Like this is like making up for the entire night before's sleep and also a little of the night before that. So I sleep for a good while. But like throughout the time that I'm sleeping, I'm not having any dreams, but I keep feeling like kind of waking up into like a lighter stage of consciousness, I guess, because I feel this cat jump on the bed, and like move around, make some biscuits on me,
Oh, that's
and stuff,
adorable.
just like yeah, it was super cute. And then just like lay its little ass down on my legs, and just like I can feel like that pressure, and I grew up with cats, so it's like unmistakable feeling when you have those like, that like quick weight just hit the mattress, and you're like, oh shit, okay, like cat just hits the bed. It's much different than when a dog jumps on a bed.
100%.
And so I'm like, yeah, totally, and it's just like this unmistakable feeling, and I'm just like, I don't even look up. I'm so sleepy that like I recognize it. I like, sort of process the information, and then I just say, whatever, cat on the bed, let's move on. Like, let's keep it chugging, because damn, I was so tired. And so, and so I like don't even look up at the cat. I just kind of let it do its thing. I'm like feeling it throughout this, like, I don't know, like noon to 4 or 5 in the afternoon sleep that I'm having, right? And so I feel the biscuits, I feel the cat laying on me, I just let it happen, and I wake up and I look around and there's no cat. I'm like, oh, I wonder what happened to the cat, because like I had closed the door upstairs, and so I walk upstairs and I meet Aiden and Zoe. I'm like, hey guys, so great to finally meet you IRL. Not just SoundCloud friends anymore. Now it's a little serious. I like, I'm like, we're talking about each other. And so for like an hour, we're just like, gabbing and all that, saying our stuff. And at a certain point, Zoe's like, so how'd you sleep? How'd you like the cot? And I was like, oh my God, it felt so good. Like I felt so deeply, and it's so nice out down there. And thank you guys so much for making the cot. And yeah, I feel so much better. And then I was like, also like your cat was like, coming and sitting on me and stuff throughout while I was sleeping. It was really cute. And she was like, what cat?
Oh.
I don't have a cat.
Oh shit.
I was like, what?
Oh shit.
There's
Oh
a fucking
shit.
Cat? I was like, what do you mean? Like, there was a cat. Like, cat was definitely, I'm thinking immediately, I'm like, holy shit, am I like losing my mind because I was so tired? That's crazy. I mean, it's okay because like I was super tired, especially because, high mental activity, for like 30 hours straight because I'm driving, I'm active.
You were straight Iron Man
I
the entire
I'm zoning
ride.
now.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm zoning now, here and there, but like, there's definitely moments where I gotta like be conscious, and so I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm like crazy. I'm like losing my mind. And then she's like, but that's crazy because my cat like just died and she spent like all of her time in the basement.
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh, fuck, that's crazy. I was like, dude, that was so the ghost of your cat. Oh my God, that's totally what that was. Your cat visited me from the dead is what that definitely was, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, that's crazy. No way. She's like, I've never seen, that's never happened to me down there or anything. But I'm like, oh my God, well, like no one sleeps down there. They got like a pinball machine down there, but that's like it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those households. And so there's like nothing going on down there. And so I was like, oh my God, I'm like the first person that this cat spirit has visited. And I'm not even like I believe in ghost guy.
Yeah.
I'm like totally skeptical. Like I totally grew up with my mom being like, dude, Harry, ghosts aren't even real. They're not real. You're gonna hear your whole life. People are gonna be like, oh, ghosts are real. God is real. Oh, cryptids are real. Bigfoot's real, but it's all baloney. She's like, all that stuff is baloney.
I love how some people get the birds and the bees talk. You got the Bigfoot and ghost talk.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. No, for sure. I remember like my mom telling me like God's not real and Easter Bunny's not real and Santa Claus is not real, like out of order. Like for some reason she's just like, I'm like 6 years old. She's like, son, there is no God. I'm just gonna break it to you straight up. There's no God. And I'm like, damn, okay. It's like I'm like spawn killed. My career in faith is over from before it even begins, right?
You name it, it doesn't exist.
It just never existed, right? Like I never had a shot at any sort of faith whatsoever, and so no belief system was really in the cards for me. But I like, so like I'm not a guy who's like believing in ghosts. I genuinely have always been like, oh, that's probably the wind. Like just fucking everything. And I'm so skeptical about everything. But with this, I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like that is ridiculous. That's because like, why would I just imagine a cat?
And it's one of those things where it's like it's almost like the cat was giving you the cosign. Like, hey, he's good people. I appeared in front of him. You can trust this guy. Yeah. You can be friends with this guy.
It totally sucks because like I know that like I'm the only motherfucker who ever had that experience. But like, so like they can't. They're probably just like he was probably losing his mind because he was so tired. I mean, like it's not like I hadn't slept in 4 days.
Yeah, like it'd be different.
I was fucking tired.
Yeah, like you're tired, but it's not like. You're not like Castaway tired,
I'm not like loopy, I'm not. Yeah, totally. I'm not like seeing mirages. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not like totally. I'm not like totally imagining like an alter ego.
Yeah, your alter ego as an alley cat, just running around.
Dude, yeah, it was just my spirit animal came to visit me. No relation to Zoe's dead cat. Rip though.
So like after this event, like did it like change your perception like on everything when it came to like things your mom told you about not being real? Like what did it leave you with?
Dude, kind of. Yeah, a decent amount. Yeah. Well, I just I just genuinely sat down after really analyzing the situation, the scenario, and I was like, Harry, you're gonna have to reckon with the fact that you may or may not have actually been visited by a spirit from an astral plane of some sort, from some higher nth dimension of reality that we only have marginal access to. And that might be what happened to you. But then, there's also the me that's like, you were just really fucking tired, bro. Yeah. Like you were just exhausted. Like you were just losing your mind. But I would think with my career in skepticism, that I would be totally leaning, the skeptic route, but I'm not. I'm like, I felt that cat. That was like an unmistakable feeling. Like, I feel like my capacity for like sensation in my body is not that creative.
Yeah. Like, so recently,
like that was
I had a similar experience recently.
No way.
So it wasn't with a cat. It was actually with my father-in-law who passed away not too long ago. Me and my girlfriend used to always sleep in the house because it would be a long week of work and we would take naps most of the weekend. And he would, talk shit going, you guys are always taking naps here. He's like, you guys come here and take naps. Go do something. Go outside, So it's the weekend he passed away, and I had just come from the mall buying my suit for the service and all that. And it was around Christmas time, so the rest of the family goes to get a Christmas tree. I stay behind and take a nap, as I always do in this house. So I am knocked out as well. I start to wake up a little bit, and I feel something sit on the bed. And I know I'm alone in the house. I don't hear anyone else. I put my ear out to see if I hear my nieces and nephews. I don't hear nothing. And I just know I felt on the
ear out.
Yeah. So like essentially I felt the corner of the bed like sit like something was sitting down on it, like pushing down on it. And like I look and I don't see anything, but then like it slowly rises back up and I'm like, "Oh shit." Like he came to make fun of me going, "You're still taking naps?" Like you're still taking naps in my house? Like go do something. And just like you, I was like, all right, maybe I imagined it. So I start moving my feet around and going, all right, what if I laid my legs like this? Does that produce the same kind of cushion push? And I'm just trying everything to go, there's no way this man was checking on me while I was napping. But I truly believe that I was there knocked out. And I used to have a lot of these experiences as a kid and I just kind of like brushed them off as kid stuff. But this was one of those where I'm like, I know what I felt. And the way it happened.
First things first, that's beautiful as shit.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
But second off, that's terrifying.
I know.
That's so fucking scary, dude. I would literally because like here's the thing about my tale. Here's the thing about what happened to me. That was just a kid. That was like a cat. It was like pleasant.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't even a little scared.
Yeah.
But like that would have scared the fuck out of me. Like I would have been absolutely gone. I would have like just yoinked out of bed. I would have transcended. I would have just I would have had a myocardial infarction and I would have just collapsed to the floor.
I'm telling you that the first thing I thought was if I turn around and I see this man sitting on the bed, there's going to be 2 funerals this week because I'm dying.
My God.
I'm having a heart attack now. Like it's just over.
The funeral is crazy.
Yeah, it's like he's making one last like final farewell tour, and I'm like, and
he didn't go all the way yet.
Yeah, so I'm like, dude, like you caught me napping. Fuck, I wanted you to catch me doing something else. I was like more excited.
No, he's trolling you from the grave. That's so harsh.
And it's so him too. It's such a good troll by him. Oh man. But then so I stayed quiet about it and I didn't tell nobody about it at first. So I go downstairs to help them put up the Christmas tree and all that. And they start talking about her my girlfriend's mom, her husband who had passed away. She starts saying how like in her family people tend to see people when they pass away a lot or experience things around the time when people pass away. And I'm like, fuck, Ange, I got to tell you something. While you were out getting the Christmas tree, I think your husband was watching me nap.
That's crazy.
It was just so wild.
Oh, my God.
She was like, oh, my God, for real? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this man hasn't left the house yet. He's still hanging around.
That's fucking nuts.
Dude, and I tell you, like, it's those. I always say those are the ones I believe more. Those things, like with the cat, with this, because those are things that a person knows how their body feels with certain textures or when they're touched and stuff like that. You know what you feel, and
right.
We're both 2 guys who are like, all right, like, our first immediate reaction was to go, okay, how could this not be real? Like, me trying to position my legs. Yeah, I'm trying to position my legs to see if it sinks in. It's nuts.
For like 60 seconds, after Zoe was like, I don't have a cat. All I was trying to do was like, make it make sense. I was like, I literally genuinely didn't think for a second about the fact that it could be a spirit. I was just like, wait, that's what? Like, did a cat like end? Like, was there like a window open and like a stray cat came in? Like, what? I was like, what's going on? This is crazy.
Stray cat would have been my theory. If I was in that situation, stray cat would have been my original theory. Maybe a cat sneaking in here.
There was just no way.
Yeah,
it was like there's no way it was a stray cat. I was like, that's crazy. There's no way. God. This is like a really beautiful, massive house that was like on the Sotheby's market. Like it was like. It was probably airtight, there was probably no fucking way that a feline from outside, some Hellcat outside made its way inside.
No, because this cat
probably very little likelihood.
This cat was sweet, and that's one thing like that has to be taken into account.
So sweet,
such a sweet cat. So the cat had good intentions.
It was a killer. sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like it was a really good time. Like I was not even a little threatened. I didn't feel. I was just under the impression that it was just a normal cat. Like it was just like I was just being visited by the cat, the house cat or whatever. But I was
So
being
wild.
visited by the astral plane cat.
Yeah, man.
All the while.
That cat transcends. And what's so interesting is that, you know, this brings up an interesting idea about animals and spirits. You know, like is it truly possible that they have these spirits that transcend as same way humans do? You know, I think
Dude,
a lot of religions like to put it on, oh, well, humans have, you know, spirits, animals don't. It's like, I don't think so, man.
dude, yes. If I'm here to teach the world anything after this event that transpired, it is that animals do in fact have souls.
And that's powerful.
They are soul possessing creatures. They are creatures of depth and they have souls. And they sometimes mingle with those souls of the living world.
That's
i.e. haunt.
That it's nuts
they be haunted.
Like you even see like elephants, right? Like they understand the concept of death, so they actually mourn and have ceremonies when another elephant dies. So there's a concept
They'll have
there.
funerals and shit. No way.
Yeah, like they'll actually get together and like just, you know, go by the water and just all stand around the elephant and such. And like now they're saying that they're finding orangutans or have started their own like kind of religion almost, where there's this tree they have. There's a hole in a tree, and they keep taking their precious rocks and putting it there, and like almost just kind of stare at the tree, as if they're giving some kind of sacrifice to the tree. It's nuts, man. And
okay, first off, that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Second off, that's a society.
Yeah.
that is effectively fucking like monkeys are starting a society straight up. Is what I hear from that.
Yeah, dude. Like,
and
it's nuts. When I read the story, I was like, "This is insane."
Well, I mean, look at were you talking about chimps, chimpanzees?
Chimpanzees, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at a chimp, like, and be like, look at a chimp and say that it has no soul.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, it looks so much like us. You know, like, it's just so. You know, clearly not different enough to not, you know, have a soul. Because like I get people who like look at a jellyfish and they're like, there's no soul in that. Like I could buy that, you know.
Yeah.
That's fine. But like you look at a monkey, you look at it like you look at it using like higher order logic to like, you know, figure out how to get food and how to like from like a tourist or something. And like say, oh, that is just inert matter. That's crazy, you know. Like there's a soul. There has to be, and it can haunt. It can stick around after its material form, its material manifestation decays.
It's
my friend.
Like your story is so fucking cool because of that. Like it just adds that layer of oh shit. Like the animals got souls, dude.
See, the thing is that I call it proof. Like, I get that you probably have to, like, repeat the experiment over and over again to really call it proof. But, like, I don't know. I want to believe, you know, as someone who was torn from faith, any sort of higher power from the very beginning. I want this one. Give me this one. Let me have that animals have souls and that they are capable of haunting.
I'm so into that.
That's all I want.
I'm so into it.
If any of them are true, I want it to be this one.
Same, man. Same. Oh man, what a great story.
I've always wanted there to be ghosts. Like even since I was a little kid, I remember like going to this like scary like abandoned shed with like a cousin who was convincing me that it was like haunted and being so scared and also so enamored and intrigued and excited. And I've always just wanted it to be not just like
not just funny or like a game. Like I've always wanted there to be like I've always wanted to be scared shitless, you know. but like but like animals haunting the family home is like kind of fun. It's like sweet. It's like not even a little scary, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like a kind of a nice compromise.
Yeah, because they you get these pets, and some of them live a long time, some of them don't, and some families go through several pets throughout their time together, and you're like, damn, like what happens to those pets, like souls in the end? Like, are they still with us in a way? And I think a lot of people sometimes don't even get new pets because they're so devastated by the loss of the original one. Because it's such an emotional connection. So the idea that emotional connection is so strong that it can transcend like time, space, and all of it, and it's still present in the very homes that family exists. That's beautiful, and I think that gives hope to so many people.
Yeah, dude, totally, bro.
Oh man,
I see, because I think that like cannot I don't know can the physical plane not be manipulated by longing?
maybe because you think about how sometimes people like it's just so funny that we're talking because like you watch like there are people who have like these mental manifestations in their mind of different characters that possess them, right? Like these different personalities they have, and they're able to physically turn into those people. And like they walk differently, and their voice is different, and their taste buds are almost different for what they like to eat and such. So you start to wonder, like, okay, does something like that happen on a micro level where if you're someone who wants to believe in poltergeist and wants to believe that there's another plane, are you able to like hoodwink yourself into doing that?
Law of attraction, baby.
Yeah. And it's
totally,
and
totally.
it's so interesting.
But what happens? But what is it? What do you call it when someone who just like spends their whole life not believing the shit is all of a sudden encounters the shit, you know?
And that I don't know what to call that because it's such a what it is. It's funny because I see like a lot of people always wish that would happen to people who don't necessarily have the belief in it, going, oh, wait till it happens to you. And this is one of those wait till it happens to you kind of things. But like there's no term for it. Like there's no real like you go in a non-believer and you go in, maybe now, maybe there is something, and there's no real term for that. And I think you're actually a great person for it because you grew up with that non-belief, and there's no way you would have manifested that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm still not like 100%, super sold on the idea or whatever, but I mean, your stepdad's out there, that cat's out there. That's all really crazy. That's all really anomalous, and it's, so many humans have just independently come up with the idea of ghosts and spirits. And like, how can that be such a staple of the human experience? Why all these people who aren't even interacting with each other, there has to be something going, like something is out there, man, and we don't comprehend it, or we are not even on the sensory level of like being able to interpret it or something, but there is something. And you know what? And the reason why I think that is because I choose to believe that is the case. Because I can't test it, dude. I really can't. I wish I could, but like that's what they try to do on like those ghost hunter shows, where they're like so, but they're like making it up. Like they're so like it's so just like fast camera movements making you think that some scary stuff is going on.
Yeah, so overproduced.
But like there never is. Yeah, they're just like it's just like theater, right?
Yeah.
But like, but so like I don't know, but like I feel like genuinely, if I went to like a really, really, really scary, super, 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 super haunted, like abandoned, like asylum, like wheelchairs, just like dotting the landscape, I would probably see some shit. And but the thing is that I would never be brave enough to do that. So I can't test it because that's too much. That's far too crazy. Like I cannot, like, like I want to know, but I want to live at the same time.
Yeah. The only thing you can hope for is that the spirit cat follows you and protects you from them. Like if you get in a hairy situation, like the cat pops out of nowhere going, leave him alone.
Well, see, that would just make me think. That would immediately make me assume, okay, no, maybe ghosts aren't real, but spirit animals are real.
Yeah.
Like people do have like a fucking Patronus or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And fucking and that's crazy because I never thought in a million, like that's a curveball. I never thought that would be real. That sounds but that sounds like something that's maybe a bit more of an prehistorical sacred belief, because usually when people are like, oh, I believe in ghosts, like I'm such a believer in that stuff, they think of Victorian women haunting like a big like 3-story Edwardian home.
They never think of animals.
Or some shit like that,
It's never animals.
Yeah, they never think.
It's never animals.
Yeah, it's never animal. It never is. And I wonder if it's because it's just too. It's too like animals are too subtle. Like maybe they haunt much more subtly. Because if you think about my experience with the animal, right? It was so subtle. It was so subtle that I didn't even look up to see the animal. Like I was just cool with it, right?
Yeah.
And because, but there's totally a universe where I did look up and then like shit myself because I was like, holy shit, what? Where'd the cat though? And that, luckily that didn't happen. So the mystery is still there, the what if is really, open in this scenario.
Truly.
Because I'm sure if I looked up and there was no fucking cat there, I would just be like, oh yeah, that was a ghost. Like ghost confirmed.
Yeah, because you went back to sleep. Like now, like you didn't. If you had seen it, you would know it's a ghost. If you didn't see it, you would know it's a ghost. So it's almost like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And because you went back to sleep, we'll never know.
Right. Totally. Totally. It sucks because I wish there was like a video. Like I wish that they had like a video set up down there or something, and they could just pull my little data up, pull up my day, and check out what was going on. Maybe there's some little cat prints in the blankets.
Yeah.
That would be so creepy, and I could put that on YouTube. It would go so viral. I mean, people would be like, "Dude, no, that's doctored. You totally that's doctored. That's AI." But like it'd be real.
Yeah, and that's kind of the sad part now. Now that AI is getting to the level it's at, like even if there was ghost proof, it's going to be a hard time to prove it's not AI now.
Ghost proof is literally it's impossible. You can't do ghost proof.
Yeah.
No one would ever believe it. Like we're way too fake news.
Yeah.
To see anything that would remotely resemble actual evidence of a ghost, and then not just be like, well, that's clearly bullshit. Like that's someone clearly just photoshopped that.
That's the part of the AI debate no one's talking about. It's ruining the ghost proof.
It's destroying it. It's absolutely wrecking ghost proof economy, tanking that shit. It's in the red. It is absolutely, the bubble has burst.
Damn it.
I'm sorry to say, Raphael, it has burst.
Good thing we're only doing. Good thing we've pivoted to testimonials only now.
Right? Yeah. Now you just have to read your evidence. You just got to read it. You got to read it on Reddit. That is like r/ scariest thing that's ever happened to you is like everybody's own like source of evidence now. Like you got to read the evidence. Nobody wants to see visual evidence of ghosts anymore. No. They just won't believe it.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna buy it. And so you just gotta send a well worded email about your Catghost story to a podcast, and then just use your words. That's the only way to spread the gospel of spirituality anymore.
If I saw a ghost, I just start making retirement plans now. Going, all right, so I know I'm going to be a ghost. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to find a way to get over here. I'm going to jump into this dimension. Maybe I can see Mars. I don't know how I can get there. I'm going to figure out a way to get there if I'm walking through the astral plane.
Totally.
I'm going to start making all these retirement plan trips to where I want to be.
Well, you can at least try to approximate who you will haunt when you are a ghost.
Oh yeah.
By I guess sort of really nailing down. You know what I bet it is? I bet it's just like attachment to place. Like I bet the only things that haunt, and this is probably even implicit in the term haunt, but just people who have like, oh yeah, like this dude has sat in this recliner for 40 years straight. Like it's like he's probably gonna haunt that recliner. Like his spirit's not gonna want it, like just by sheer habit, by sheer metaphysical habit,
No, truly. Like I've heard stories of where like people who have had heavy smokers in their family, guys used to smoke like inside the house and stuff. They would find ash like right on the kitchen table or right on the coffee table he would smoke at, and then they'd wake up going, "This wasn't here last night."
That's ridiculous.
He's still coming here to smoke. You can smoke anywhere else in the astral plane, and you want to smoke here.
Dude, ghosts can't smoke. What the?
Exactly.
Ghosts can't smoke, right?
Yes. Like, what
ghosts
do you
can't
do?
smoke. So how is there ash?
Dude,
Did you
is
ask
nuts.
them that?
I asked him about it. Like, dude, there was nothing on the kitchen table before we went to sleep that night. Nothing came.
What did it burn?
That is the wild question I've been trying to figure out, because I went to the house.
What the hell?
I saw no cracks in the ceiling. I saw nothing that could have been misinterpreted as some kind of dust. It was just ash on a table. And I'm like, this is fucked up. They're like, yeah.
First off, that's beautiful.
Yeah, dude.
That's
like,
really beautiful.
You can still have yourself a smoke.
Second, that is inexplicable.
Like, I've been trying to tell my friend, like, maybe you were sleepwalking. Like, maybe you slept walk and smoke. He's like, I had no cigarettes in the house. And I'm like, okay.
Well, it freaks me. It's like the scariest shit ever, because it makes you think, well, shit, could like a ghost just commit arson?
Oh man,
it only takes one spark.
That's a good question. A fucking full on arsonist ghost. Oh, it's a perfect crime too.
That could be a huge. That could be a Homeland Security issue.
Top tier Homeland Security issue. That is ghostly terrorism.
That's insane.
That's spectral terrorism.
Like,
oh shit.
Okay, because think about this. Where does ash come from?
You gotta burn something.
You got to burn something, something was converted from itself into that ash by an open flame. It has to be something that's so crazy,
It's nuts, man. Like I remember just like trying to wrap my head around it. And then I just
maybe wind blew it in. Maybe it was a windy, drafty day.
Yeah, cause I'm looking around, like none of the windows are open. Like his deck window wasn't open or his deck door wasn't open. I'm like, all right, like, but the thing's like it's such a way that it was like spread out across the table a little bit. Like you can tell like a hand had gone over it or something like that, trying to like brush it away.
God.
And it's like, wait, so not only did he smoke in the house, he tried to brush it away too. Like that's absurd.
That is fucking God.
Till this day, we have no answer, and I'm like, I gotta have an answer to that one.
Yeah, I saw this thing on the IG recently where it was like, I'm sure it was BS, but it was like footage of there's like these sensors that like detect human figures, I guess, and they'll like represent humans, like their movements with these little rectangles.
Yeah,
and there was like one of these cameras with these sensors on it, like set up, and it was just like filming this room, and you could like see these like human like figures and they're little rectangles like moving around.
Oh shit!
Like there were people there, but there were no people there.
Yeah, like it was detecting a person. Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, and it was like moving really jittery and like a person would, and it was like interacting with the environment. It was I don't know, it was probably BS, but like it was weird, man. And it's just one of those things where I'm just like, maybe there's something to this idea of this whole astral plane idea, this whole spirit that haunts the eternity kind of concept.
Yeah, I keep the door cracked a little open just in case, because you never know. You just never know what's out there. Like I grew up being really Catholic, and then I lapsed on that, and I was like, well, I guess there's nothing. But I always left a little slither of a door going, all right, like I can't say for sure there's nothing. I'm not a scientist. I haven't seen everything. I wasn't there for the Big Bang.
Oh yeah, you're just an agnostic, bro.
Yeah, I'm like I gotta keep it a little bit open. Represent agnostics all day. You gotta
keep it open because you're not God, bro. You don't know everything.
I don't. I'm just some dude with a microphone most days.
Totally. Not the same thing, believe it or not.
Yeah, man. Like it's such a beautiful thing though. Like when you hear these stories, because like you said before, I want to believe. Like it pulls at you.
Oh yeah, I want to believe. I really do. I want to prove my mommy wrong.
Oh man, what a way! What a way to do it! Like, hey, I captured this ghost cat. I'm gonna show it to you. That would be that'd be great if you could bring her to the basement and try to replicate. Going, take a nap real quick. Just let me know what happens.
I wanted to try to repeat the experiment. I feel like I should have asked. I should have asked Zoe if she would go down there and sleep there for a few nights or something, and just try to see if I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Or if I'm not crazy. Yeah.
If she feels it too, then now you got two
how would
people.
the cat know that she was down there looking for it?
Yeah, man. Like wow.
And she'd probably be stoked to hang out with her former owner rather than just some rando. Yeah. Dude who was just, stinking up 30-hour drive.
The cat was like, I'll take what I can get.
Totally. But that never happened. And I think, and then they like moved out. And so who knows? Maybe there's like a family that lives in that house now.
Yeah.
And there's like a kid that sleeps in the basement who's like always getting contacted by this cat ghost.
Now the cat's his buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be tight.
Oh man,
that'd be so sick because it's like a pet you don't have to feed.
Yeah, and it can do whatever you want it to do. Like it can like jump around. It can like turn itself into shapes. Probably like we're going full Casper friendly ghost type shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure it's not friendly or unfriendly. I'm sure it's just very deeply neutral.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, like you want to hang? I'll hang. Like,
right, cats are just they're just kind of there, they're not the forces of good or evil.
Yeah, they're real chill.
Yeah, they really are. And this one was like, I felt nothing. There was no nefarious entity in this cat spirit. It was just a really chill hang. It was just a chill time. It was just a little. We just had a little kickback in the bed. That's
dope.
It was like sweet,
That is.
It wasn't even a little creepy.
Oh, that's a hard
It was
one.
kind of ideal scenario, ideal haunting.
Yeah, it's it's just sweet haunting.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. It was like totally sweet, bro.
Oh man. Well, man, I'm so happy.
But yeah, that was my story,
this.
Man.
I'm so happy we got to talk about this tonight, man. Like this is like. I feel I feel good vibes. I feel like I just want to like lay in bed. Hope a ghost cat lays next to me and be like, I know what this feels like awesome. Now.
Well, if that happened, you should definitely reach out to me, and then we should just at that point, contact a scientist.
Bam.
Because that would be really crazy. But I really highly doubt that would happen.
We'll see. We will see.
But here's to hoping, man. Here's to hoping.
Here's to hoping.
Yeah.
Harry, it was great talking to you, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was really an incredible time, and I hope that I inspired people to look up scary stuff on Reddit or whatever about the fact that actually, believe it or not, animals do actually have souls.
And that's a great way to end off. Thanks, Harry.
Thanks. It was great to talk to you, Maine.
Thanks, man. If you've been listening tonight and you've got a story of your own, something strange, something hidden, something unexplainable, we want to hear it. Call our guest line at 857-327-5872 and leave a message. When you hear the tone, tell us your secret. And for more stories, behind-the-scenes clips, and upcoming episodes of Darkness Across America and This One in Darkness, follow us on TikTok and Instagram at This One in Darkness. I'm Rafael Martinez, and I'm just trying to find a light in the dark.